will add that my breathing is significantly better from when I started the training. I mean, I can remember being out of breath to the point of being scared. And that's part of what motivated me to search you out. Mm-hmm. I said, if I don't do something, I'm not gonna. I was afraid because I couldn't breathe. But I haven't felt that. And yesterday was a very good test because it was tough out there. And I was paddling for I was paddling hard just to stay in the game, so to speak. So I'm very pleased with the progress I've made. And for me, that's a big measuring stick of how I'm feeling when I'm out there. And I haven't felt that. I remember one time getting out of the water because I was afraid that I couldn't breathe. Just like having to go, you know what, I'm uncomfortable. I have to get out. But I haven't felt that, not even close to that. Even yesterday, when it was very challenging out there. So for that, I'm very pleased with what we've done in the last several weeks.
Thank you. I'm very glad to hear that. And since today is our last session, I also would like to ask you, like, what did you understand about your breathing and surfing? And do you feel that now you're able to turn the activity you love, your passion, surfing, into your health improvement tool versus, a health destroying tool?
Yeah, I believe I have, to try to answer your question, more tools to help me enjoy surfing, put it that way. And more tools to help me recover from heavy surfing. The one thing that really I think helps is doing exercises on the way and before surfing. And I really like this idea that that we had together of, when I first hit the water, instead of being all excited and paddling with a frenzy to get out there, I do quite the opposite. I even float around a little bit and look at the coral and just kind of cruise, because when I jump in the water, it's kind of pretty flat water in the beginning before you get to the reef where the waves are breaking. And I just cruise in that nice calm water for a little bit and, look down and look up, feel grateful, and then slowly get in. That has really helped me because when I get out there, I'm not all gassed,
Right, of course.
And at that point, I really have to do mouth breathing. I'm not at the advanced point, and I'm looking at other surfers. Everybody's mouth breathing out there. I don't know. I mean, maybe someday I could nose breathe out there, but certainly not now.
But
with a few of these ideas and methods, it's very helpful. And then afterwards, unlike yesterday, when I immediately launched into meetings, normally I like to kind of have a clear schedule after surfing because it's such a high and I like to kind of enjoy it. And I'm able to really slow my breathing, and that's really nice to consciously slow my breathing down, and it actually enhances the whole experience.
Mm-hmm. And helps you to overcome a negative effect of mouth breathing while surfing.
Right. And I think I understand the concept of the CO2. As I was telling you before, I try to explain to my friends about this, and it's like, oh yeah, I just love taking these deep breaths. And I'm going, that's not the idea. The idea is to breathe less. But what? People don't get it. but I like how it feels, and so yeah, I hope that answered your question.
Yes. But last time you told me that you are able to breathe through your mouth less and breathe through your nose more now while doing surfing.
Absolutely, and I consciously think about it when I'm sitting out there. You know, there is time between waves where you sit there and wait. And I consciously just try to pull everything back, you know, because here you are, you're like, whoa, your whole body is just doing this activity. And then it's really nice to really dial it back and try to settle back into a quiet breathing through the nose as much as can in that situation.
And then remember that when we started, you were breathing a lot through your mouth right in front of me, just sitting. And I'm so glad that, you know, I don't see it anymore. But what would you say about your breathing in general? Like, are you able to maintain nasal breathing more or less all the time, with the exception when sometimes you do heavy surfing?
There is no doubt that I don't feel that surprise winded after doing something, like taking the trash can up before I would be all of a sudden surprised that I can't, you know, that I'm breathing so hard, just rolling the trash can to the street. But that situation is definitely better. I don't have those surprises. And sometimes when I do something like, you know, go up a hill or something, I'll stop for a minute. And it seems like very quickly I'm back to quiet breathing. It seems like I have more of an ability to manage my breathing.
That's right. And it's still the very beginning, so you will get better and better at it over time.